Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Wulv, bringing you Let's Play Megaman 5 with my partner in crime, Tigerface.
Tigerface, baby. Face of a tiger, heart of a lion, nads of a zebra.
You're a dick, man. You're a dick.
He said re-dick, by the way, not a dick. Just to clarify that. That's one of his catchphrases. Alright, this is, So why does he have a scarf? He's a robot. He doesn't get cold. I didn't even think about it. No one ever thinks about that. No one thinks about these things.
Maybe it's to keep his head on, you know? Got the bolts are loose, so he has to tie them tight or something.
Do something, man. You must have your head loose if you're trying to take Dr. Wily or Dr. Light right in front of Megaman like that. You don't have a sense of humor, man. You don't play. Proto Man. I almost liked it better when Proto Man was like actually your evil nemesis guy and you have to fight him all the time. Now you play as him. Friggin' Mega Man 10.
Well, Proto Man was never truly evil anyway in the games. He was just...
No, but, I mean, you fought him all the time. Like, in 3, didn't you fight him, like, every stage?
You fought him in, like, 3 or 4 of the stages. The whole thing...
Oh, like, every one.
Behind... Let's see, I mean, you fought him in Hard Man stage, Magnet Man stage, and...
Harold, nothing's over there.
Shoot
back.
Shadow Man stage was the other one that you fought him in Mega Man 3. And the whole story behind that you can actually read for yourselves, but basically, Proto Man was under a flawed design and was losing energy or whatnot, and Dr. Wily was going to supply him with the energy needed if he came over to his side or something like that. And Dr. Wily decided to design the entire Sniper Joe line based around Proto Man's design, actually. And
what, Harold?
Proto Man was the original robot created by them. That's what, as you saw at the end of Mega Man 3, that's why he has the number 0,
Alright, don't
0.
land in these spikes. We did a
spikes?
test run earlier. Start landing those spikes over there. Like, all you have to do is bear right. Go straight down. You won't hit those spikes.
Yeah. And test run was stopped as soon as I realized
that was great.
That...
It was going well until we realized that there was no sound at all to us. We don't want to hear these classic 8-bit melodies. It's not even classic anymore. This is Mega Man 5. Like the classic ones be like Mega Man 2.
Mega Man
be like taking up in the toilet.
So.
If you get that joke, you should get that joke. Nintendo can
If you guys don't get that joke, then obviously you don't watch enough.
I'll be honest with you. There's no way they don't get that joke because if they're not watching Nintendo Capri Sun, they're not watching us. There's no way. That's
I mean, I plug him all the time and whatnot. So,
but does he plug us? No, you don't, Tim.
Hey, you can't expect too much, you know, especially since I'm still starting off. And there we go, got the M. And the whole reason to get those letters in this particular game is that's what gives you beat for this game. And
what does beat do again? I always get confused.
Beat summons up a bird robot that can be used for for different things in different games. And this one he's still used to get rid of enemies on the screen, I believe, which was my favorite thing that he did. In other ones, he creates, like, sort of a shield, I think, or something.
What was the one where Rush becomes, like, a whole different suit of armor?
That'd be Mega Man 6, where, he was
6 or the 7? I thought it was 7.
For the, POW suit and the flying sort of jetpack type thing.
So I thought it was 7 there, so I thought it was on Super Nintendo.
No, it was on, Nintendo here, Gold NES.
Whatever. I always hated that because you took away like the whole Blue Bomber thing. That's the other thing I hated about like the X series is that when you get all those like upgrades and everything, you don't even recognize him. And he used to like change colors whenever you change weapons. And in X, he's like always wearing all this crap, so he like changes like a bit of his helmet.
Yeah. I was never a big
So
fan.
anyway, the strategy here is to just shoot him.
And dodge
Pretty
his
much,
bullets.
yeah, dodge his bullets and kind of shoot him in that little, when he's switching it up like that. Because he can't evidently figure out to just put you and him on the same place and fight you there. Well, that's him. That's Gravity Man.
I was never a big fan of the X series anyway.
That's the G6.
I mean, I kind of played like some of the first game, but I never really got past them or anything. I never got into them as much as these classic ones. Part of it's because I grew up on these classics and I thought these ones were much better, so.
See, I didn't actually grow up with the game. I started playing them later. The first actual Mega Man game I ever played was Mega Man Zero for the GBA. But that's the thing, like, I really appreciate the X series for, actually, I think the animal idea is almost really cool. But it's just not the same. Like, this is just, like, it's got, like, that classic charm that X just will never have. Alright, now we're playing Hero Man.
Gyro.
Hero.
Gyro.
You never been to a Greek restaurant.
It's supposed to deal with air, so I'm pretty sure it's gyro for that one instead of Euro.
Well, why is gyro a freaking whatever for air? It's not. This is an elevator. That's a useless screen. What's the point of that?
To get us up into the air.
You could have just started him right here. We didn't have to go through a whole elevator with no enemies on it.
Well, you'll go through a couple of those.
Oh, you're...
Could be worse.
Can you jump on their shields when they're up?
No.
Do it. Do it.
No, you can't. Just like with any Mega Man game, the slightest hit of an enemy hurts you. So.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? We're gonna wait for him to raise the shield again, then we're gonna blast him.
Then we're going to continue our ascent into wherever. I guess this would be the heavens.
Wait a minute, go back down. Go back down. I could have sworn, I might be wrong. Shoot your missile. So the thing charges with you?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I love how they used to do that in these games.
That's awesome.
The power up for the actual weapons and the extra men all charge up with you when you start to charge up. And you can notice with the actual energy they're too little, I think. But
that's
the
really
ones
cool.
that's
oh, look,
noticeable.
the Mega Man helmet's doing it too. That has to be a glitch. I bet you anything, like they charged up, they said anything that's this colored blue starts flashing.
Might have been in the programming, but I mean,
I
it
bet
will
that
have
had
been
to
easily fixed, so...
Because if they meant to do that, such a cool feature, you think other people would copy it.
Yeah.
And no one does that anymore. Actually, it is pretty cool.
Energy tanks also charge up, actually, but I haven't come across an energy tank yet. Now, this part will be... No, wait. Not this part. It's after this. Gotta go up a elevator still, so...
Yeah, those elevators. What I always loved about Mega Man is the plot actually makes a decent bit of sense. Like, Dr. Wily basically just keeps messing up, so he goes back and creates 8 different robots. Keeps creating 8 different robots, because that's all he can afford, and then plans to take over the world with him. But where it falls apart is the fact that each of these just have these very areas that are specific to their exact makeup, somewhere in Earth. And they all just go hide there and wait for Mega Man to kill them.
Now, this layer is going to be one of the hardest ones to get and still survive.
Of course, that one you get your first try. And then you die later. The M took you like 6 tries.
Well, that one, it's technically an easy layer to get, just trying to get in and stay alive is difficult.
But you stayed alive, you died on the next one. Can you not just run it? Let me see if you can run it, run it.
Now, if I try running, I'm going to get hit by one of those guys. So,
Alright, whatever.
now for the most difficult elevator.
See, this makes sense for an elevator. The other one didn't make any sense.
Might die here a couple times because I usually have issues right about here with timing the jump just right so I don't hit those spikes. And of course, as I say it, I once again do it in one shot.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right. By the way, I don't think we actually, well, Harold's been drinking. I haven't started drinking yet. We're having eggnog. We didn't tell anybody that because it's November 8th, so we figured that's the time to crack out eggnog since it's Christmas season.
Yep.
I agree with that. I was talking with my friends about that the other night, and he was all complaining because there was Christmas commercials on TV, and I was like, I'm all for it because Thanksgiving sucks. Everyone's like, Thanksgiving is happy. Thanksgiving's stupid. What the hell is Thanksgiving? Like, you can't have a freaking commercial on TV where some pilgrim shows up and gives these kids a thing of corn. And they're like, oh, that's magic. The magic of Thanksgiving here at Sears. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do it. So I'm all for Christmas, man. I love Christmas being 2 months. And Thanksgiving's like the pre-Christmas show. Well, now we can't even see him. I don't think I've actually ever played. I played Mega Man 5. That's not one of the main ones I played.
It wasn't one of the main ones I played either. I mean, I liked it all and all, especially like Proto Man being like your bad guy for this one.
Well, I think it's cool because it's like, I think it's almost like, if you will, the best of the newer Mega Man trilogy.
Yeah.
I like 6, but I thought 6 was a little strange. And then 4 was good too, but
people here have already seen my Let's Play and know my feelings for it, that I feel it's a
you want for 6 too?
I feel it's a complete copy of Mega Man 2, like verbatim, like the robots, the stages, almost everything seems like an exact replica from Mega Man 2. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this first video here and then I'll
we'll continue. We'll keep playing.
Yeah.
We'll continue, guys. So next time, by the way, ignore all this. This is being played on an actual NES player. we just hacked it. Put some computer functions in there. Don't come after us. Well, come after him. I don't care. So anyway, guys, this is Tigerface and.
Dude, I owned these cartridges.
That was the exit. No one cares about
anyway, I'm the Wolf. Peace out.